Hello to all of my Sagittarius. This is Queen Amun Ra coming to you with your general reading. Sagittarius, the moon is in your sign. Yes, yes, yes. All right. Sagittarius is on our way to the full moon in Capricorn. Moon in Sagittarius. Sagittarius rules ninth house. Ninth house is all about our sense of what lies beyond the horizon. It invites us to travel both physically through long distance journeys and mentally through higher education, philosophy, and religious contemplation. It covers ethics and ideals and the spirit of law. All right. That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right. So, in terms of communication, teaching and higher education in the third house, which Gemini rules, we learn the basics via early education. But in the ninth house, we go beyond facts and analysis into meaning and synthesis, right? So our planets here suggest that we deal with this more complex level of learning. So let's get into it. Yeah, in the spiritual realm, right? So today will be better than I expect. Ta-da! All right, let's get into it, Sagittarius. Hopefully you all are having a great day. Hopefully you're having a great day. I know a lot of people, focused on the 777 portal, and so educated yourselves on that. Tons of information out there. And all these readings are timeless. So I'm trying to make sure we got everything covered. So on both TikTok, and I have two TikTok channels, trying to still figure out how to combine the two, right? But on TikTok, I have information on the retrograde. So if you want to go over there and check it out, if we're not following each other on TikTok, follow me. I'll follow you back on TikTok. There's a lot of information over there about retrogrades. And then over on YouTube Shorts, there's information on retrogrades, but it's also information on moon rituals. And we do not practice dark magic at all over here, but we will enlighten you about what to stay away from, over here on this channel. So today will be better than you expect. Yeah, here we have the King of Cups here. Here we have somebody was manipulated by a master manipulator when it comes to somebody's multiple streams of income. There's a Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio that basically talked about somebody's multiple streams of income, and they're a master manipulator at this, manipulating, saying that somebody is into some kind of work that they're not into, when people really could have multiple streams of income, like, could be having like YouTubers sometimes have multiple channels. Sometimes people have, like, for instance, I told you I have the Instagram. Your Instagram. But yeah, so some channels make money, some channels don't. But you have Instagram, you got YouTube. Also have a knowledge channel, right? So check out the knowledge channel if you want to. That information, we're uploading some more information on the knowledge channel as well. So yeah, some people have multiple streams of legit income. And so when people are out here trying to manipulate people and saying, oh, they must be making their money in the sex industry, or, they're manipulating people in that, because we're talking about sacral chakra energy. They must be into this and into that, doing that. So it's like you got to look beyond all of that. You got to look beyond all of that. So somebody is saying somebody needs to save somebody, but you see this inverted triangle here. So say somebody is dealing with a master manipulator who is jealous of someone, talking about they want to save somebody from something. What they're trying to do is attach their money, trying to attach to somebody's multiple streams of income by telling some kind of a lie. So source is saying it's time to wake up to all the games that people are playing. They want people to think that they're such a great parent. And you could actually be a great parent, right? This love is trying to come across your path. And you could actually have multiple streams of income. You literally could have multiple streams of income. You could have retirement coming in, or, you could have other monies coming in from other things that you're doing. But somebody could be connected some way with and this is in someone's family, by the way, a Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio that's always talking about saving somebody, but them saving somebody always comes at the cost of someone else. Somebody else has to pay the cost. So if money is not involved, and whoever this family member is, they ain't working to save nobody from nothing. Y'all hear what I'm saying? Like, so they'll get involved if it's an elderly person, if they're gonna make some money off of it. How are my palms being greased? If it's a woman, if it's a man, and if it's a, they date women or married, whatever, somehow they're gonna be compensated for it. And it's not always in money. Sometimes if they have a bad reputation, this person may not make as much money as they make, but they could be in a powerful position or work for a powerful organization. They don't have to make a whole lot of money. But if they have a legitimate reputation, background checks, all of that other stuff, and they'll link up with somebody who's lied to them and manipulated them, then bam, there it is. Somehow, some way, staying connected to somebody's income in some way, shape, form, or fashion to taint someone else's by any means necessary, jealous, including setting somebody up, anything. So source is saying all they need is somebody who has no emotions whatsoever to fan a flame. In other words, give them some kind of idea and bring the money. That's it. That's it. If they connected to some kind of power, somebody's a mayor of the city, somebody has some kind of connections or something, that they can make some phone calls, get on a call and make some phone calls. They act like they saving somebody else from somebody. Let's say somebody who never really looked at them twice. Somebody just they not their type. They wouldn't be interested in them twice. They wouldn't even look at them. But if they got some kind of power and some kind of connections, they feel like okay with their you know manipulation and somebody else's power, they can link up. That's not even an energy they would ever took the time to even look at. Source is saying this is something right here in your family, right in your family. Because too many people are looking at somebody's older and here comes somebody's younger trying to take advantage of somebody. You have to look deeper than that. It's a lot of stuff going on that people don't know about. Sometimes you got older people who are out here looking at younger people for retirement. They're looking for a nurse, whether it's a man or woman nurse. They're looking for somebody to take care of them. That's it. They want somebody to be a slave in their house and just take care of them. As soon as a person leaves, they feel like the money is going out the door. It's their way to the highway. They gonna some kind of revenge. All they need is somebody that they can connect with, that they wouldn't have taken a second look at, who have some kind of power, influence, or connection, money, or whatever in the family. Okay, down it's on. The source is saying somebody is learning how to wake up to all of these scams and stuff that's going on out here. So today will be better than you expect. Yeah, somebody's about to talk to somebody. hmm Somebody's gonna, because somebody overstepped a boundary. Somebody's about to have a conversation with somebody, but somebody has overstepped boundaries. hmm And somebody got mad. So you're seeing something from a higher frequency now. You're able to see something from a much higher frequency now. You may have already talked to the energy, right? You could be just keeping some things close to the cuff and not saying anything. But yeah, somebody went to somebody looking for them for some help, financial assistance and some financial help in your own family. And this is what a lot of people have in common. Here comes somebody fanning the flame. Well, you can make some money you can make fast money doing X, Y, and Z. And somebody was not thinking about making fast money some kind of way. But now something has gone all over the world. So either you've already talked to somebody about something or somebody will be bringing something to you. Here's a temperance card. 7 of Swords here. People are trying to assassinate people's character in the legal world. Trying to assassinate people's character in the legal world. And so Source is saying to you, like when somebody walked away from something, somebody tried to assassinate somebody's character in the legal world. And so, yeah. And so something took off like a rocket. Something took off like wildfire. The Source is saying you're trying to stay focused. You're trying to stay focused. But somebody's going to bring you some information, if they haven't already, that's going to get your focus laser focused, getting you refocused. Where you're like, oh, wow, okay, I didn't know that. Okay, all this talking, nobody knew that, nobody said anything about that. But somebody is bringing you something concrete. Concrete. That's going to shut it right on up. So when I say today will be better than you expect, that's an understatement. Because something was done behind some people's back. There's Aries involved in something. Somebody took a leap off the thing. Somebody made an impulsive move. They jumped out there too soon. Didn't even know what they was doing. Behind an Aquarius's back. Didn't have a clue as to what they were doing. Jumped out there too soon. Thought they can close somebody. Thought they can assassinate somebody's character behind their back. Thought somebody was not going to know what was going on behind their back. Somebody fanning the flames. Thinking they saving somebody who is a master manipulator. But nah. But somebody's in hermit mode and became enlightened about something. So yeah, today will be better than you expect. Yep, somebody's sitting up there like they don't know what the heck is going on. Perched up high, looking down. Oh. So yep. The source is saying, you know, when people feel fulfilled and they're in hermit mode, minding their business, seeing things from a higher frequency. Source is saying, you know, today will be better than expect because these people are cold, calm, and collected for a reason. Because these people out here doing all kinds of stuff, looking for people to save them, but they're interacting with this spirit who is a jealous spirit here. Yeah, it looks like somebody feels like they have everybody in the place. Is this guy, whoever this guy is, he feels like he has everybody in perfect place. Like he's positioned everybody like a pawn in a game, in perfect place. Right? I'm gonna put this one over here, this one over here, this one over here. So the next move they make, I'm gonna move the next move. But they playing the wrong game. Whoever this is playing the wrong game. They don't even know what they're doing. This is sad, actually. Here's the Three of Wands here. So you're about to take a leap of faith. So you can stay focused. And two people were baited into something because these energies decided to just do a little Peter Pan off the bridge. They decided to just take a jump. They decided to do something, right? But looking at your cards here, and like I said, today will be better than expected because this is about proving that somebody had more money than somebody else, and this is about proving that somebody else is smarter than somebody else, and that's all it is. That's all it is. A complete and total abuse of power. This is what this is. But they pressed the button and sent something all around the world, and now it's coming back. Here's the King of Wands here. Somebody has been wearing the skin of someone else, right? And this is a family member. This is a family member. And this is what you have in common with somebody, right? This is a family member. I don't put everything in my readings on purpose because I want everybody to go directly to source, to God, higher power, because I am not anybody's God. Just want to make that crystal clear. Because that's where the real enlightenment is going to come from. What people hear when they listen to readings is after God has already told you something, you'll hear something in the reading. If you're on a particular frequency, that's like, okay, oh, how did this person know that? They didn't know X, Y, and Z. That's how you know. It's King of Wands. So somebody has been wearing somebody else's skin, basically like pretending to be someone else that they are not, right? Because they feel like in the physical realm, they got people to back them up, right? So there's an Aries that jumped out there who has a Leo behind them that's saying, oh, I got a Leo that has my back. I'm going to enlighten everybody on such and such and such and such. But they don't know them jumping out there on something, trying to prove a point about something, just bought them exposure. They just exposed themselves. They just popped the lid off of something that exposed them. Them and everybody else that's connected to them. All for what they did to someone's child and trying to keep somebody connected to their financial situation. All because somebody asked them for help. Whoever this energy is a family member. Somebody asked them for help, asked these family members for help. And instead of these family members finally saying, okay, let me add some clarity on something. Let me do the right thing. This is my opportunity to break a generational curse, cycle, or chain. What do these energies do? They decided to try to find some way to make money off of somebody else and then act like nothing else ever happened. Well, just because this energy right here decided to be the stand-up person, since they put themselves on Front Street to enlighten everything, this guy here, because he wants to enlighten everybody, now everything is coming out. Everything is coming out. Here's the Five of Wands here. Something about this guy wanting everybody to believe that they just saving everybody in the family and that they are, just the great father, and they just they got multiple streams of income and they got this picture perfect life. Um, they're throwing stones from a glass house. That's what they're doing. They're throwing stones at a glass house. But they're wearing someone else's skin who is no longer here, who's no longer alive. And something is about to be exposed that's going to expose them lying. And they are mad, hot fish grease mad. See, whoever this energy is that went to them for help, this is a Knight of Cups energy here. Basically went to somebody basically to talk about like talk to another man about their love life. That's all they went to talk to them about. They went to them talk about their love life. Like men talk to each other like, oh, this person broke my heart. I'm so sad, blah, 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 blah. This energy couldn't see nothing but making money off of somebody. I mean, just total. Mm-mm-mm. Karmic couple. That's all they could see was money. Or something was just a transaction. They could not get jealousy out of their spirit. They could not see something like other than, oh, there's somebody else's child that I don't like. That's what this energy here. They don't like somebody else's child. How can we link money? Somehow money, but everything about to come out. They picked the right here. Everything about to come out. So somebody got a guardian angel that's right here on planet Earth. Everything is about to come out. And people got proof. Meek is not weak. This energy should have never started something. This is in your family. This energy should have never started something. Whoever this Scorpio is in your family, it's a Scorpio and an Aries in somebody's family, they should have never started something. Because you were busy minding your business in hermit mode. You weren't even bothering nobody. You are woosawing somewhere, sitting down, minding your business, inhaling and exhaling, just being quiet for real, saving yourself from the drama. Multiple streams of income. You just minding your business, just trying to be happy family. This person right here decided they wanted to start something, so you said, okay, since you want to start something, let's dead the situation. Let's let everybody see it from a higher frequency. Is that how you trying to go? Let's do it. So this is a family member. And guess what? You got somebody that's going to for real back you up. Yep. They're gonna tell, oh, this person, they a bully. No, they just winning at all costs. Nope. No, they not. They experienced the same thing you did. Same exact thing you did. The same one that they called a snake, that's the one that's gonna expose her. That's gonna be right there to back you up. You didn't have to talk to that person because they know what you're saying is true. You didn't have to say anything. You won't even have to say anything. 7 of Wands. It's family members. You won't have to say one word. This in your family. You breaking a generational cycle, chain, and curse. People trying to go, like a lot of men are highly respected in families. They are. Because, women aren't men. Men aren't women, right? So women go talk to women about stuff. Men go talk to men about stuff in families. But this family member here takes opportunities that they could take to help somebody, and they don't. Their help depends on how much money they can make of it, who's connected to whom. If they don't like the parents, they're gonna take out some kind of situation. It's like they just But that is ending. They like to put people in survival mode. Somebody almost wished that they had never walked through a door. I mean, for real. Somebody almost wished that they had never even gotten on the phone and talked to somebody. They wish that they had never met somebody. Like if they can go back through time and wish that they had never met somebody. Colorado is of significance to somebody. Somebody wished that somebody had never even met somebody. There's the stuff that they're doing to people while they're in hermit mode, thinking that the light isn't coming on for people in hermit mode. For them, this is a transaction. But they have just bought themselves a lot of trouble. The devil card. They like to call people the devil, right? Three of Pentacles. They like to team up on people. They like to make a team, pull teams together. Page of Pentacles. Using people's kids. They want to send a message. Whole new lease on life. Knight of Wands here. They like to call people, they like to grandstand. They like to be on stage. They like to say that people are lusty. They like to talk about people. They like the 15 minutes of fame, right? And they like to use other people. So looking at your cards here, take again what resonates with you. Take what resonates with you. California. I'm looking at this beach right here. It's significant. Hawaii is significant. Florida is significant. New York and New Jersey are significant. I'm looking at the skyline. Chicago is significant. Arizona is significant. Somebody likes to engage in death magic. That's why I tell my collective community who tunes in, do not practice dark magic. That is not, I'm telling y'all. It's one thing to be educated about it, to be enlightened, but do not practice it, because so many people, as soon as they get frustrated, they go straight to dark magic. They want to put spells on people. They want to do this and that. Words are spells, right? So it's already enough when you're trying to vibrate high, helping other people adjust their crowns. You're trying to stay away from, energies who may have been, talking negatively to you. You're trying to heal from all of that, childhood wounds and all of this. And somebody come, asking for maybe relationship advice or, how they can make additional streams of income. Somebody go talk to some people in your family. They should know, so and so, and they get them hooked up into something that, because they want to see their demons brought out. In other words, somebody get them hooked up into some kind of sex industry. Here's a Knight of Swords. Sleeping with people. 5 and Knight of Swords is 4 of Swords. Getting people hooked up into stuff. This is in your family, by the way. So that people can have a whole new lease on life. So if they weren't the center of attention in their childhood in your family, they're gonna make themselves the center of attention of their own family. They want people to say, okay, I got money, look at my house, I got this, plus I got power, I'm married to somebody who got connections and this and that, so on and so forth, while they still doing low vibrational stuff. But it's been exposed. Page of Wands here. Shady, shady, shady. Still shady. It's as shady as they were when they were a teenager. Still shady. But now it's exposed. Just like they want it all around the world, right here. They wanted their 15 minutes of fame. They got it. Whoever this is, they wanted it all around the world. 10 of Cups. They like to sit around a table and talk about people and record stuff. They're obsessed. Here we had a Knight of Cups, so they can get their wishes fulfilled. When somebody left a house, something in them died. This is the 6 of Cups here. When somebody left a house after something had happened to them, something in them died. Where they didn't even want to come out of the house anymore. They didn't come out the house the same. Because these energies got what they want. Their wishes were fulfilled. Yep, their wishes were fulfilled. But that's been exposed. Ace of Pentacles. All for money. So since something is so transactional for people, that's all they think about is money. They're not about to see the tower that's coming. Here's the 3 of Cups. Everybody don't operate in fear. So this energy right here, this master manipulator right here, this one, the something for you is nostalgic. Something for you is nostalgic, right? The 6 of Cups connects us with Scorpio. So we're not talking about a particular Scorpio, right? Just so we're crystal clear. We're not talking about zodiac signs connected with a house. Scorpio rules 8th house. So 8th house is all about intimacy and shared possessions. 8th house is where we encounter many darker aspects of life. Here we can experience loss, emotional crisis, but also a deep transformation. So somebody, once they walked out of the house, they went into the house, one person, they came out a different entity. They came out with demons. They had demons attached to them. Okay, they came out of the house with demons attached to them. So source is saying to you, you are now, when I say demons attached to them, like something was awakened in them. Like they could have come out of the house, with a demon of alcoholism attached to them. They could have come out of the house with a demon of like a sex demon attached to them, incubus or succubus spirit attached to them, right? Where it's like, okay, if something is raging out of control. So source is saying when you see pictures or images or video or whatever, you can't believe that kind of stuff now with technology, because that's half of what you like can't believe everything you see. Where's the card? Because two energies were baited into something, right? So source is saying to you, all for some people to be on center stage. They want to be center of attention for something. But this energy has been causing you every kind of grief under the sun. You've been mourning for a long time. This is a family member causing you all kinds of grief. And you're trying to see something, you're trying hard to see something from a higher frequency, but you won't have a choice but to see it head on. You won't have a choice because there's too many people talking else behind your back. So you won't have a choice but to see it. So you got this yeah, too many people are talking about these two behind your back. Too many people are talking about these two energies. One is all about money, and the other one is all about sex and intimacy. That's it. That's all they care about. Nothing else. Everything for them is a transaction. Literally everything for them is a transaction. All they needed was somebody who they wouldn't even take a second look at. Like, and like in turn, if you look back at like who they dated, who they was married to, who they was connected with, but they ain't taking a second look, because something for them died when they went into somewhere they went into. A house, a jail, a prison, something they went into, something died in them. When they came back out, for them, that's all that matters. They don't care about nothing or nobody. And that's the kind of energy when they come around, that's the kind of spirit they leave. They leave the Grim Reaper spirit wherever they go. So you letting go. Everything indeed is out of control. God will hold it all, and I can safely let go. These energies are obsessed. When I say obsessed with sex and obsessed with money, that's all they're obsessed with. They can't wait for people to go into hermit mode so they can just rip and run the streets at night, just like on the prowl. That's them. Behind doing stuff behind people's backs to bully people. They looking for people to recruit, but they recruited the right one this time. Wealth and abundance. So you got a guardian angel. That's like I said, it's the stuff already moving. Some stuff is already moving and shaking. So whoever it is, it's time for you to let go of some stuff for real. It's time for you to let go of some stuff because these two, whoever these two energies are, they have been a complete and total menace to society for real. They out here doing the most, the absolute most. Six of Wands. So full moon energy. So it's just like, you know, you can go sit down somewhere in a lotus position and woosah again. Because these energies are on demon time. That's what the devil card. These energies are on demon time, running wild and rampant, like they've been bitten right by a rabid dog, for real. You can get some rest. The sun is shining. Yeah, the light is shining on something. But somebody's feeling quite joyful and successful. Somebody is feeling quite successful and joyful. That's what I'm saying. Today will be better than you expect. I'm telling you, when people are operating in their north node, that's where the confidence comes in. That's not arrogance. That is confidence. Somebody's operating in north node. Is this right here? They assassinated somebody's character behind their back, and people was like, "Who? What name? Hold on, drop that name again. What name was that? Wait a minute, what? Oh, nah, we get ready to go take a look and see what's going on. Let's go see. Let's pick up the phone and make some calls. Signs. And guess who's sitting in the lotus position? Just like you. Instincts are the messages from the inner divine. These people gone crazy. So let's see what else we got going on here. Keep your vibrations high. Like I said, today will be better than you expect. Every day. Speak it into existence. Yeah. But you're very close to achieving your goal. Very close to achieving your goal. People really need to watch their mouth. For real. They really need to watch their mouth. People be minding their business, sitting at home, eating their breakfast, minding their business, drinking their water, minding their business, sitting in a lotus position, ain't bothering nobody. Just being good citizens of their country, whatever country y'all watching from. And here come out here running, ripping and running the streets at night, looking for something to get into just to be, a menace. But that is what I have for you. That is what I have for you. Hopefully this is helpful. But yes, they bullied the wrong person behind somebody's back. And now a whole bunch of people know about it. So that is what I have. I'll see you all in the next video. Bye.